Okay, so explain to everybody who you are.
My name is Shannon Giraffa.
How long have you been working here as an internet coordinator?
Going on a year.
A year. Okay. So what questions, problems, drama, solutions can I help with?
I think my biggest issue is that in the beginning we were like super pumped and tried the whole script thing, but since we were like brand new and didn't really know what we were working with, we got discouraged right away. And if you don't use it, you lose it basically. So we have our good and bad days where sometimes the script will work like great for us if we use it, and sometimes we miss steps. And I think that with you being here and actually doing it will definitely give us motivation. And
Okay, so let's just start on that. Having me actually make the phone calls, talking to the people, leaving voicemail messages, etc., would definitely be a help. Leading by example. Okay, not a problem. I'm looking forward to doing that very soon. But is there anything in particular, like for example, like what if a customer says this? What if a customer says that? Or what if this happens at the dealership, whether it's TOs or it's, working with the salespeople? Do you work with individual salespeople? Is it open to the general floor?
No, general floor. Whoever
Okay,
else.
fair enough. So we'll talk about that later. All right, so do you have any questions, problems, moans, gropes related to the department?
not necessarily. Like I feel I'm pretty good with the rebuttals. I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, then maybe we could help somebody else that's on the team or whatever. What do you think the most, I don't know, significant or what most important thing that people always are talking about? Is it price? Is it availability? What is it that you hear over and over and over? You've been doing this for almost a year, you said. What is it that you get a lot or almost all the time when you call people?
Definitely price. They want a good deal.
All right, so how do you handle that? I'm just curious. How do you handle the price? Honestly, like
Well, if it's on the internet, then obviously, I'll give them the price, or I'll give them ranges or certain rebuttals.
What works the best for you? Like, just personally, whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, I'm just, talking now. What works the best for you when somebody, when price comes up? Is it trying to get them the actual full-blown price? Or is it like,
I think what I usually always kind of throw in the mix is that even if they, if they came in and saw that vehicle and that's not what they liked or what they were interested in, that we can definitely, we have one of the largest inventories in the region, so we can always check our other locations or locate a vehicle for them.
So by giving them other options, it kind of makes things easier to, get them to come in. Another question is, what would you say is the percentage of people that you get to come in for an appointment that you didn't give a price to? You just give them a rebuttal or a range or what have you?
I'm not really sure.
Can you just take a guess? Would you say it's 1%, 80%? What would you think that people that you talk to on the phones that you're able to get in here without, yeah?
Probably maybe 40 to 60% of people that I actually spoke to.
Okay, 40 to 60%. That's a big swing. Now, here's the thing I want you to also all remember, and I didn't mention it at all today, that literally over 82% of people that submit a purchase request are going to purchase something different. Either they're upside down on their trade, they don't qualify because of their credit, they don't have enough down payment, they can't afford the monthly payments, the vehicle's not available, or they just change their mind. So again, think about the two numbers that I said before. A, as it relates to price, only 20% of people are solely price motivated. What I mean by that is there's 20% of people that won't throw some water on you if you're on fire unless you gave them invoice minus, triple net minus whatever, your blood. Now, that means that there's other mitigating factors like availability, convenience, I hate car salesman research, etc. However, also on top of only 20% of people being solely price motivated, over 82% of people that submit a purchase request are going to buy something different. So follow the math. Let's just use a range of 50, 50, 50. If you want to sell, 25 cars, you've got to be responsible to get 50 people to show up for an appointment. To get 50 people to show up for an appointment, you need to have roughly 100 appointments made. All agreed? That's about right,
Yep.
range-wise, statistically-wise. Follow me in this. to be able to get 100 people to commit to an appointment, that's not that easy. Follow me on this. You only have an 11 to 14% connection ratio on the phones. 11 to 14% connection ratio on the phones. Out of that, let's just say you turn around and you get X amount of people to commit to an appointment. Only half those people are going to even show up. Out of the half that even bother showing up, only half of those approximately are going to buy a car. And of the half that actually even buy a car, 82% of people are going to buy something different. It might not be they're coming in on a Malibu and leaving a skateboard. I'm not saying that different, but it might be a code, option, colors, specifics. It might be new to used, new to certified, from finance to lease. It's different. Do you follow me? So then that tells you in itself alone, why should we focus on price, availability, and drive yourself crazy trying to build cars and all that other stuff over the phone? It doesn't make sense because all that effort is, at the end of the day, not really relevant. That's why we say sell the appointment. Get them in here. Sell the value of them coming in here. Sell the value of them doing business by coming here. That way the salesperson's job is to build a relationship, product presentation, demo drive, and hopefully delivery of the vehicle. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So with that, I'm going to close out the questions and answers.